Okay, good morning everyone. We're going to be doing the speed lab, which is lab number 1 in class today. In class, you had the paper worksheet. If you are at home virtual or if you are absent on either today or tomorrow, you're going to be going into the file section of Teams to get your worksheet. The speed lab is going to happen today, October 19th, and tomorrow, Tuesday, October 20th. You are only using this video if you are a remote student and will not be in on Monday or Tuesday of this week. Okay, I apologize. The writing is going to look a little backwards, but I will say things loud a couple of times so that you can understand what the data is going to be. You're going to complete your data as I do the experiment and then do the conclusion questions. Okay. Our problem today, it says right up here, what is the speed of a rolling marble? You are going to need to do your gather your information. What's the definition of speed? You'll use your notes. What are the tools that we're going to need today to measure the speed of an object that's moving? So look around and you can see what the tools will be. What tools do you need to measure distance, to measure time? You're going to write down what's the equation for speed. And you're going to write down the equation triangle. So before you begin your lab, it's important that you get your background information that's going to help you. Okay, hypothesis, part C. It says you are going to measure the speed of a marble as it rolls down a ramp set at 4 different steepnesses. Make your prediction of what you think the marble's speed will be. So if you roll a marble down a ramp like this, what do you predict the marble's fastest speed will be? So you're going to fill in the blank. If I roll a marble down the steepest ramp, then its highest speed will be blank centimeters per second. So how many centimeters in 1 second can a marble move across the table when it's on its highest ramp? Take a moment, fill in your hypothesis. If I roll a marble down the steepest ramp, then its high speed will be blank centimeters per second. This is your educated guess, so you'll see how good your estimations are. Okay, part D, experiment. We're going to read through the procedures carefully and complete each step in order. Our materials we have today. We have a stopwatch, books, ruler, marble, meter stick, masking tape. I've done some of these for you already. Procedure step 1. On a level surface, set up a ruler as a ramp on one book. Line the edge of the ruler with a 1 centimeter mark, just like this, the 1 centimeter mark up to the edge of the book. And line the opposite ruler with the tape mark on the table. Measure the height of the ramp or the book's height in centimeters and record it in the data table. So one book I can read right now is, if we look close, that is 3.5 centimeters. So one book is 3.5 centimeters. And in the video, it's going to look backwards. One book is 3.5 centimeters. You will fill all of this in on your data table on the back. One book is 3.5 centimeters tall. Procedure step 2. Oh, we've measured the height of the ramp, sorry. Procedure step 3. Use the meter stick to measure 50 centimeters. From the end of your ramp and place a piece of masking tape to mark 50 centimeters finish line. So we're going to time the marble from here to here. That was step 3. Step 4, we're going to start rolling the marble down the ramp. And as we roll the marble down the ramp, I'm going to time it from when it hits the table to when it gets here. The students in class will all get slightly different measurements based on human error. Okay? So trial number 1. I'm going to start timing it when the marble gets here. Stop timing it when the marble gets here. And, oops, this happens a lot. That one needs to be redone. Always practice with your equipment first, guys. Ready? Okay, we have 0.82 seconds for our time with our marble down our first ramp. We do not round. We do not call it in milliseconds. It is just 0.82 seconds. Show you how light that is. Okay, I'm going to reset. Okay, time the marble. We timed it. I'm going to skip number 6. I should have put that in at the end. We're going to come back and do number 6 for the sake of, we're going to do all the data here. And it says 7. Repeat steps 1, 2, 3, 4. Repeat steps 1 through 5 with 2, 3, and 4 books. So we're going to complete the data table. You are going to calculate your speed on your own. Okay. A ramp height of 2 books. 2 books. 6.5 centimeters. It's not exactly double because some of these books are old and get squished. Okay, my ramp, my time. Time we get 0.47 seconds for a ramp of 2 books. Three books. 3 books has a height of 10.4 centimeters. 3 books has a ramp height of 10.4 centimeters. Three books. I can do that one more time. 3 books. We get a time of 0.37 seconds. 0.37 seconds for ramp height of 2 books. 4 books. A ramp height, 14.7 centimeters. Ramp height for 4 books, Marble D, 14.7 centimeters. Here's our last one. One more time. Sometimes they get away. I didn't quite get that. Last one. There we go. 0.34 seconds. Okay, your data shows, and it is backwards. I did repeat them all. I'll do it again. Marble A, ramp of 1 book. The height of the ramp was 3.5 centimeters. Its time was 0.82 seconds. Marble B, 2 books. A ramp height of 6.5 centimeters. The time the marble took was 0.47 seconds. Marble C was on 3 books. A ramp height was 10.4 centimeters. And its time was 0.37 seconds. Marble D, ramp height was on 4 books. That ramp was 14.7 centimeters tall. And the time was 0.34 seconds. As a reminder, your distance that the marble travels while it was timed, its distance was 50 centimeters. The distance your marble traveled was 50 centimeters. That is written right on your data table. You're going to go back and do step 6. Calculate the speed of all of your marbles. You're going to show me your work as we've done in class many times with the equation triangle. Speed is distance divided by time. Plug in your values with units, solve. If you need more room, you can use a separate piece of paper. Okay, everyone's task right now is to use your data on your data table. What's the speed of your marble? Distance of 50 centimeters, it moved across the table, divided by the time it took for that marble to move. Show me your work, answer your questions. You will upload your worksheet onto the team's assignment by 3 o'clock Wednesday afternoon. Email me if you have questions. Okay, have a great morning.